Today, you will meet someone extraordinary who works in the Common Council, creating ideas for the city of Norwalk, Connecticut. Today, our guest will talk about what she does in the council, how she got involved, and what it is like to take part of a great responsibility.
Hello, I'm Christopher Orvez. For most young people today, politics are not an interesting subject to talk about or to listen to. In fact, politics may be viewed as boring. Today we have a guest who will show us that this isn't entirely true. I would like you to meet our guest, Eloisa Melendez.
Hi Chris, thanks for having me.
No problem. So, Eloisa, are you excited being part of the Common Council?
I'm extremely excited to be part of the Common Council. It's a great opportunity, an awesome learning experience, and a great way for me to be part of the Norwalk's growth.
How does it feel to be a face of the community?
I feel honored and blessed to have been elected by the people of District A in Norwalk. I'm really happy to be able to represent them in the Common Council.
So in this next clip, we're going to see how you got involved in the council.
I got involved this summer. I was actually just looking to get involved in Norwalk and in the Democratic Party here in Norwalk. And I met a lot of great people. And the councilman in my district at the time decided to run for mayor, so his council seat opened up, and I teamed up with current councilman and councilman at that time, David Watts, who was my running mate, and after a lot of thought, I made the decision that I wanted to run for the Norwalk Common Council for the 2013-2015 term. I'm sorry. And so once I made that decision, I went out with David almost every day, and we campaigned and made phone calls and got a chance to talk to our constituents. And November 5th, 2013, I got elected, and here I am. It was a lot of work, a lot of work campaigning, but it was worth it at the end, because here I am now. And the best thing about it, though, was that throughout the process, I met a lot of great people. I got a chance to meet our governor and U.S. senators, which is really awesome. And I felt, the days going up to the election, I felt, obviously I was like, okay, I'm either going to win or I'm going to lose. But I really got the chance to just sit down and think about it and think about the whole experience during the campaign. And I realized that even if I did lose, I still met all these people and made all these connections that I still had the opportunity to be involved, and I had my name out there, and I just felt really good about it. And then winning was the best thing. So it was definitely a really unexpected kind of thing. I just honestly wanted to get involved with it.
So, when you first got elected, what ran through your mind?
I was filled with emotion. It's like I completely forgot that I was running. Then it hit me, and it all sank in, and I was really happy and ready to serve.
So, how do you get yourself prepared for each meeting?
I make sure that I check all my mailboxes and my emails, my mailbox at City Hall, to see if any of my constituents wrote to me about something that's on the agenda for either my committee meetings or the actual Common Council meetings. I make sure I talk to all the council members to see if something that's on the agenda that is in their particular district, how they feel about it. And so I feel like, we have public participation in our meetings too, and I feel like the public's voice in what we do is extremely important, so I make sure to include them in my decision making.
Awesome. So in this next clip, we're going to see what you do in the council.
As a council member, we have common council meetings every second and fourth Tuesday of each month.
Okay.
So besides that though, as council members, we're split up into different committees. So for example, I'm on the Personnel Committee, Parks and Recs, and Public Works. So each committee has one meeting a month, and then through those committees, that's how we we make our agenda for our council meetings, and that's how we vote on things. And so it's all split up into different things, and we're all split up into all these different committees. So as council members, our responsibility is obviously to go to both common council meetings and to attend all our committee meetings. But more on the people side, we meet with constituents. So if a constituent in District A, or honestly all of Norwalk, but specifically District A, since I represent District A, has a problem with something or a question about, whether this is allowed, this isn't, they would come to us. I mean, obviously if it's like an actual complaint, they would reach out to the police department, but like kind of smaller stuff, things with the community, with their neighborhood, they'll contact us. During a couple months that I've been a councilwoman, I got to work with a new neighborhood association down in front of named Kendall Court. So they started a whole new thing, and they involved us council members, David and I, because we represent their district. So things like that, just getting with the community. If someone, for some reason, one of my constituents' road didn't get plowed or something during the snowstorm, excuse me, they would contact us council people, or just kind of improving, or a lot of potholes or something on their streets, just kind of improving the quality of life. That's kind of what our main goal.
Sounds like you've learned a lot. So,
Yes, I have.
what's it like being the only Spanish-speaking council member?
It definitely makes my job easier in some aspects when I have to deal with different people in Norwalk. Norwalk's an extremely diverse city, so being one of the bilingual people on the council is really important for my job.
Awesome. How's it feel being the youngest council member?
At first I thought it was going to be really intimidating, or really, I was going to be taken seriously, but it's really an honor to be able to be the youngest.
But still being 19 doesn't really change being a teenager, but it's definitely been, I keep saying interesting, but it's been very interesting. In the day I go to school, so I'm with people our age, regardless of age, it's a lot of responsibility, but I think it does make it hard that I'm a student. I just have to really, I just have to keep up with my schoolwork and stuff. But I'm really good with time management now, especially. I've kind of gotten into that routine. I kind of know, okay, I'm going to have a meeting this day, this week I'm going to have this amount of meetings, this hour I have to do this work, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's, it's kind of like what any other council member does. I'm very fortunate that this term I got elected with a lot of different people, and a lot of people who it was their first time serving on the Common Council. So we kind of, stuck together, especially at the beginning, still to now in the council, but in the beginning we stuck together a lot because it was really, really new for us.
So, in the future, would you consider this as a possible career?
I definitely will always be involved in politics. It's something that's, really a big part of my life, has been and now is a huge part of my life. I don't know if I'll always be an elected official, or if I'll always, be running or, helping people with campaigns, but I'll always be involved in some sort of way.
Awesome. Today we got to meet a person who is dedicated and responsible with her work. Ms. Melendez will continue to be a part of the council until elections in 2015. Thank you, Eloisa.
Thank you, Chris.
And thank you for watching Person to Person. Have a great day.